Okay, I haven't done one of these in a while. I hope you enjoy it, but overall, I really hope you find it useful. Welcome to Kendo Tips. My name is Jose. I'm a Yondan in Kendo. And if you're new here or you've never seen an approach to ippon before, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take one technique, in this case Kaeshi Do, and I'm going to break it down into the elements that made it successful. I'm not going to look only at the ippon. I'm also going to look at some of the elements that I thought that were relevant to make that ippon possible, and hopefully get some of those details to help us understand and adapt it to our own kendo. Today we will be looking at Nabeyama Sensei's Kaeshi Do from this past Hachidan tournament. And if you didn't see it, you should watch it. I will leave the link of the full fight down in the description box below, so you can go check that down there. And you should definitely watch it because it's definitely a really good match. But today I will also give you some of the don'ts for the Kaeshi Do towards the end of the video, so please watch the whole thing so you get the most benefit from this video. Through this whole video, if you feel like I missed anything or you have any questions, you can leave it down in the comments below. Or you can pass by Sundays, 3:30 p.m. and join my live stream. You can ask me the questions live, or you can come watch some Kendo videos, talk about Kendo, and just have fun and grow together. And by the way, if you enjoyed these videos, please consider subscribing to the channel, hit the like button and the notification bell so you know when I am posting new videos and when I go live, so you get that notification and you'll be there. You'll know it. So please, take a second, do that. With that being said, let me show you the video that I have prepared for you. The fight is between Nabeyama Sensei and Saga Sensei. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to start the match a little bit before the ippon, just to give you a little bit of context. Just so you know, I don't know if it's relevant or not, Nabeyama Sensei throughout the whole tournament only scored men except for the do that you're going to see. But Nabeyama Sensei already has one ippon against Saga Sensei. Right now, what's been happening is that Nabeyama Sensei is kind of putting Saga Sensei towards the corner and kind of keeping the pressure towards the corner of the court. And well, let's watch. So you see right there, he's trying to keep the pressure to make him move backwards. And again, he tries to keep it there in that corner. He takes advantage of this moment, keep the pressure. Saga Sensei at this point, maybe he was overwhelmed. I don't know what happened. Let me stop here for a second. I'm going to tell you the reason why I started playing a little bit before the ippon, right before the hajime at this point, where you're going to see the Kaeshi Do, is because a lot of times this happens where when the fight gets stopped, especially right now in this situation where Saga Sensei it's down a point, now he got a Hansoku, he may start feeling a little bit of pressure and maybe a little bit reckless on his approach. And that, I mean, it's an assumption. I'm not saying that that's what happened, but those are factors that a lot of times take in play within a tournament. The recommendation here is whenever you start in hajime at this position, it's like you're starting a new fight. You're trying to get to know your opponent brand new, even if it's for a little bit, for maybe like 2-3 seconds, right? You don't want to just go in as if like the fight just kept going. Always be careful. And there it is. So let's see what happened there that made it successful. Now, Kaeshi Do, it's Oji Waza. It's considered Oji Waza, which is a deflecting Waza. One of the mistakes that I see people make is that they wait for the opponent to come instead of putting pressure to make the opponent come and anticipate the motion. So a lot of times people just wait there and they tend to miss because of that, because the timing is off. What you're gonna see here is Nabeyama Sensei keeping the pressure forward and being ready to take the Kaeshi Do as Saga Sensei approached them. So let's watch it from the hajime. Nabeyama Sensei keeps the pressure. Saga Sensei, of course, he feels the pressure. He's 1 point down, now a Hansoku down. And Nabeyama Sensei starts putting pressure forward. He anchors his left foot. If you can see, the left foot is in a ready position. Look at how Nabeyama Sensei is putting pressure towards Saga Sensei with his body. A little bit before Saga Sensei makes the commitment to go for men. Look. You see that? After he put that pressure, Saga Sensei is making the commitment to go forward. At this point, Nabeyama Sensei is not telegraphing, is holding. He's not waiting, he's holding for the motion, for the right time to execute his technique. Saga Sensei starts going forward. Nabeyama Sensei creates momentum by starting pushing with the left leg. And as he goes forward, he receives the Kaeshi, he receives the sword with the arms almost extended, right? Like he doesn't cover, he doesn't bring the shinai close to him. Now after that, he goes around and hits the do with perfect positioning. I think this is textbook Kaeshi Do, right? And of course, he goes through and he shows the alertness towards the opponent by turning around. Now, not every opportunity is going to be the same. Sometimes this is going to be different. But I do want to point out a very small detail that sometimes people get mixed up, and it's the fumikomi, or if you're going to do fumikomi, when is the fumikomi done? We're used to thinking that fumikomi, it's at the moment of impact of the technique. So in this case will be the do. But if you see here, the fumikomi is kind of closer to the moment of the Kaeshi. Look at it. You see, like he is landing on the right foot a little bit after the Kaeshi. Of course, the timing and stuff like that, those facts in play. But when the sword lands, his right foot is already grounded, pulling him forward, obviously using the hips as well to create that impact to go through. Okay, so let me share a little bit of the motion of the sword for the Kaeshi. It's important that we use our left hand and we combine the proper use of the right hand. So what you want to try to avoid is to pull the shinai towards your body. You want to try to create extension, and the angle, the change of the angle, it's done with the left hand by pushing and pulling the sword. The right arm follows the shinai, but it's not the one pulling and pushing towards the opponent. Another little thing is that some people like to bring the left hand together at the moment of impact. So when people do this, what you need to do is that you need to make sure that you catch the Kaeshi right, you go around, and then you can bring the hands together to then create impact. Some people say that it helps them with the sound. Some people say that it helps them with the strength of the hit, with the control of the distance, with the control of the shinai. I would recommend you to try it, obviously under the guidance of your sensei. What is not okay though is to let go of the hand before the impact. So you want to make sure that you create impact. You pull the left hand and you make sure that you get tenouchi at the end and you go through. In cases like this though, that what Nabeyama Sensei is doing to get out with strength using the hips and get speed, exactly, he's crossing his foot for the first step after the do. Then he goes back into a little bit of a suriashi, turn around, and kamae. What's not okay is to kind of just walk after. Now, what I wanted to do before I wrap this up, I wanted to give you a little bit more of the don'ts and kind of wanted to show you a little bit because I found one bad example from me. It's not all bad, and I do have to say this. Whenever you're looking at your videos, the best advice I think I can give you about that is that do not nitpick your mistakes. I'm doing this right now kind of just to show you, but whenever I analyze my videos, I will recommend you to do the same, is look at the positive and always have kind of like a role model or like a vision of what you want your kendo to look like, and try to find the positives and trying to emulate more of that instead of focusing on the negative. Research shows that you'll get more results that way. Hope that helps. But let me show you a little bit of my Kaeshi Do. I do have some of the positive aspects, but I do want to show you a little bit of kind of things that need improvement. Okay, I have a slow motion too. Now, let's nitpick it a little bit. One thing that I like that I did is that I didn't just wait. I kind of started putting the pressure by coming in closer, making a threat towards the man. But as he came forward, there's some of the things that I feel like need improvement, right? So first, look at where I'm bringing my right arm. I'm bringing my right arm towards my body, kind of putting the tip outside. I want to make sure that I keep the tip towards my opponent, right? So instead of a deflection, it feels more like a block. On top of that, I am losing a little bit of traction from my left foot. It's important that we keep our left foot anchored, engaged, pushing forward to create that speed, to create that force towards the opponent. And if you look at my left foot, I kind of just jump towards the side to kind of create traction to the side instead of having that momentum forward. Now, it's a little bit debatable if I kept my hands together at the moment of impact or no, but maybe not. Can't really tell from this angle. And if I would have kept my left foot engaged, I feel like I would have had more power to go out and my body would have come out straighter than this, right? So definitely needs work. I kind of just want to put a little bit extra there. I hope you appreciate it. If you did, please let me know in the comments below. Also, if you feel like I missed anything or there's something else that you would like to add, you can leave it down in the comments below, or please pass by my stream Sundays 3:30 p.m. You can ask me questions, you can tell me your opinions, you can tell me your thoughts, tell me whatever I missed, and we can watch videos and talk about Kendo together, and overall we can just have fun and grow together. And one last thing, if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button down there. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, and I'll see you hopefully on Sunday, and please stay safe.